Sales are down. What can you do to fix them? In today's video, I am going to be walking you through how to actually tell if sales are down, because it may feel like they are, but you need to be able to figure out if they are down or if it's just seasonal, something outside of your control. And then I'll be sharing with you 5 ways that you can increase those sales and tell if they are actually working. What's up, guys? It's your girl Sarah from Sarah Styles here. I am a reseller on Poshmark and eBay, and I am going to walk you through the steps that I take to first figure out if my sales are actually down and figure out what is causing them, so then I can go through and use these 5 tips to increase those sales. It's important to figure out and hone in on what is actually causing the sales. And honestly, I did a video a couple weeks ago about checking your expectations. Oftentimes I will feel like it's slow, or I'll be on social media and social media will be like, oh my God, it's so slow right now. And then I look at my numbers and data and things are not actually slow. So right now I'm feeling like things are slow. There's been some eBay updates, some Poshmark updates. I had COVID. So we're going to kind of dig into my data and I'm going to walk you through what's going on. First thing that I do is check in with my numbers. This is going to be my 28-day performance. How am I doing now compared to the previous 28 days? This is being filmed in mid-February, not November, mid-February. So I'm comparing, half of February into the end of January to half of December and into the beginning of January. I am selling women's clothing, shoes, and purses. December was one of my best months. You can see on here, it was one of my best revenue months, definitely a higher month into Q4 and for the holidays. And so you have to keep in mind when I am comparing February to December numbers, it's seasonality. So things may be down, but it may be okay that they're down and not necessarily anything that you want to do. So I'm going to dig a little bit deeper. You can see I definitely am down 28 days to 28 days. Also know your data and know your information. I know for me, some of this is I had COVID. I didn't work for 2 weeks really. I still listed every day and I had shipments every day, but I didn't run sales. I didn't send offers. I really tried to discourage sales on the platform because I was so sick and I also had sick family that I was taking care of. So I know for me, that's part of the reason that I'm down. Not necessarily anything that I need to do except for get back to my normal flow on reselling. Also keep in mind, 28 days to 28 days, we're looking at, comparing to January, not only the end of December. So if you have an uptick in December, your February is going to be slower. That's just the way it is, right? It's not that you're doing anything wrong. And then you also have January was the highest positivity rates that we have seen so far in this pandemic. So you're going to have people at home sick, people who are out of work. And then you also put that with inflation is just outrageous right now. People don't have as much money to be selling. So yes, I am slower this time period to the previous time period, but those are all things that are outside of my control. Not to say that there's not things that I can't do to increase those sales, and I'll share you tips at the end, and they worked. I will show you how I know, but I did these things yesterday and my sales have already picked up. But these are things that are outside of your control. That is not necessarily something that you're doing wrong. I also want you to be mindful of comparing this month to the previous month, because if you're it depends on what you sell, but most people, you're going to have some kind of seasonality. February, people aren't buying a lot of clothing, shoes, and purses because they just got off of Christmas and it's not quite spring yet. They probably already have all of their winter stuff that they need. It's not quite spring yet. So, February typically is a slower month in general. So not only do I know this, but I can look at my numbers as well and say, hey, oh, that's the wrong screen. I can look at my numbers as well and say, hey, I'm down month to month. It makes sense why I'm not as busy in February as I was in January, but how am I doing year over year? How am I performing compared to last February? And that's where we're going to go ahead and look at this chart. If you guys are new to the channel, I didn't explain what we're looking at. This is a Sarah Styles Sales and Trends dashboard. It's a Google sheet. You can put your number and data into it and then have access to all of these. I'll also be sharing how to look at this on eBay as well, because if you don't have this or you don't track and manage your own data, eBay is a good way to be able to look at some of these analytics as well. So let's go ahead and look at the previous time periods as well. how am I doing February to February? Yes, February is normally slower, so being slower compared to January, that's going to make sense. It doesn't mean that I'm necessarily slower and anything's wrong because there's seasonality in my business. But you can look here and you can see, okay, so on Poshmark, I'm at, it's halfway through the month. So if things continue to trend on Poshmark compared to last year, I should be around $600. That's about halfway of what I made last year. And I'm at $759 for the month, which means I'm actually performing better this year on Poshmark than I was last year. So yes, it's slower than January, but I'm actually doing okay. Things are not slow on Poshmark compared to last year. I'm actually doing better. However, if you come in here and you look, last year I did $7,000 in February. Half of that's going to be about $3,500. I am a little bit slower on eBay. So to me, this is telling me, okay, let's go figure out what's going on eBay. I am a little bit slower on eBay. I know some of this is because I was sick. Like I said, I was not sending offers. I was not running sales. I did go from listing 10 items a day to listing 7 items a day for about a week when I had like very active, I was very sick, COVID. So that is going to be part of it, but I'm going to show you how to look at the eBay data to kind of figure this out as well. So I am up here and we are looking at, in my seller hub, I clicked on sell, I clicked on performance, and then sales. It automatically takes you to the summary. You can click on sales from there, or you can click on the tab. And what we're looking at is the last 31 days compared to the previous time period. So this is helpful information. Yes, I'm slower. You can see I'm down 12% from what I was in January, end of December. I've already talked about why that is. eBay is telling me the same story as my dashboard. That checks out. But I also want you guys to be mindful of the period, the same time period, the year before, because that's going to take out seasonality. Is your February sales this year, how are they doing compared to the previous year? And are you actually slower once you kind of take out that seasonality and the normal downward trend that we see? For me, it's going to depend on you, what you sell. But for me, February is typically a slower month. So we'll go in here. You can click on custom, and then you come down here. You want to select the last day of the time that you're looking at. So I'm going to look at February 19th for 2021, and then go ahead and hit generate report. These numbers are going to update, and now we're looking at this current time period, the last 31 days, to last year at the same time period. And look at here, I am down 28%. So absolutely, for me, it's not a feeling, it's not I feel like I'm slower, and it's not a seasonality. Hey, February is just always going to be slower than January. I am actually slower. And like I mentioned before, some of the reasons are absolutely things out of our control. People were sick, and so they probably have less money from not working or getting back into feeling better, and that the inflation as well. And then for me personally, I was intentionally not getting sales for almost an entire week. I sold a little bit, but not to the extent that I would have been for last year. That does not mean that I cannot pick up these sales. So now I'm going to share with you guys 5 tips, 5 things that I went through and did yesterday, and I will show you how they actually worked, and my sales have picked back up just from doing these 5 super easy things. I do have an eBay tutorial playlist, so every single thing that I am telling you, I will link the how to eBay tutorial playlist up there, so you guys can go through and figure out how to do these if you don't know how to do these things. The first thing is going to be running a sale. So I normally have a sale going, but when I am super slow like this right now, I'm down 28%. When I'm slow like this, I go in, and it's going to depend on your inventory. Obviously, you know it best, and sometimes your whole thing's for 3 years and they sell if you're a collectible seller. For women's clothing, shoes, and purses, if I haven't sold it in a year, it's nothing special. So I went in yesterday and I ran a pretty aggressive sale. I think it was 40 or 50% on anything that is older than, I think I did like 100 days, or maybe it was like 200 days. So if I've had things for almost a full year, I did a very significant sale, and then I kind of went lower and lower. If I've had it for 6 months, then I did 20%. If I've had it for a month or two, I did like a 10% sale. That's the first thing. And like I said, check out the eBay tutorial playlist because I do have how-to tutorial videos on how to do each one of these steps if you're not familiar with eBay and how to do these things. The second thing that I did, and this is super easy and it's kind of like a trick, is I edited my entire store. You can go into all of your listings and bulk edit everything. And one thing, you can do it for anything. Just showing eBay that you're going in and refreshing it and you're paying attention to your store helps. I went in yesterday and edited my handling time. I put 1 day handling time on everything. However, sometimes when things are getting listed, it gets listed wrong and I don't catch it. Or when I go on vacation and I change it to, 3-day handling times, I forget to change it when I get back, or it has an offer out on it, so you can't edit items that have offers on it. So yesterday I went in, I edited everything. It updated to 2. So there was 2 listings that didn't have the correct handling time, and that was it. It took me all of 30 seconds to go in and completely refresh. You can go in and, some people say to change your price up or down by a penny or 1%. Go in and change it 1% higher today and lower it back down 1% tomorrow, just showing eBay that you're active, they like. The third thing that I did yesterday, and I just did a video on how to do this. This is a new feature. I have, eBay tutorial playlist is I send a coupon to my past buyers. eBay has, with the new seller update, they came up with a way to, in bulk, send to previous buyers. And these are people that I know liked my service, who I know liked my items. They, left good feedback. And so I sent a coupon to them in hopes to get repeat buyers. I had one buyer who has purchased from this coupon. So that, and eBay has made it really easy. It took me 2 minutes to go through and do that. And then I had a yes day yesterday. And so if you guys don't watch, you probably haven't been familiar with this. I know some other resellers do something similar I've seen, but I said yes to every single offer that I got. There were some offers that, yes, I probably could have gotten $10, $15 more if I countered or if I waited, but it gets the algorithm going and it picks up my sales. And there's things that when sales are so slow, I would rather have $15 now than wait 3 months for that extra $10 that maybe I can get. So I had to say yes today. Every single offer that came in yesterday, I accepted, and I will be shipping out right after I do this video. And then the fifth thing is check and make sure that you don't have any outstanding messages. You told someone you were going to get back to them and you never did, or you don't have any returns that need to be processed. You don't have any outstanding claims. And then I always check, and I'll show you guys because I actually don't have an eBay tutorial on this one. So I will go through and show you how to do this one. If you go up to your performance and you go to your summary, nope, that's a lie. Yes, so you go to your summary, you scroll on down and click seller level. This is going to tell you, kind of how you're performing, right? How you're performing. If any of these have increased, or you're seeing, if you have a case is closed without a seller resolution, a lot of these metrics, if they're different than they used to be and you have some kind of defect rate now, that's going to lower your eBay sales, and you're going to have to figure out what to do to increase those. A defect rate, you can't do anything about that, but you can maybe run a sale to get more volume going until, that kind of falls off. I also make sure that top rated seller plus, all of these are okay. And then I also like to check and make sure, I don't look at my feedback all the time, but when sales are really slow, I want to make sure it's not something on eBay that's causing this, and not just, other reasons that I said. So I will go in and check my feedback and make sure, if I had a negative or even a neutral, I will check and see, is it an actual negative feedback? And if so, you have to let it be. And if not, you can report and say, hey, this isn't, I've had it happen. They left a negative feedback, but a positive review. So obviously it was clicked by mistake, but that negative feedback is impacting my eBay sales. So going in and checking that. I did these 5 things yesterday, and you can see at this sales chart. So I'm now on the performance and then summary right here. You can see this is yesterday, February 18th, $339 in sales from doing these 5 things yesterday. It is definitely, one of my higher sales days in the past 28 days. And today I'm halfway through the day. It's 11 o'clock here, halfway through the day, and I'm already almost halfway to $300. So these definitely do work. If you guys liked this video, YouTube thinks you'd like this video, I will link the eBay tutorial playlist here, and then make sure to subscribe to learn how to make money reselling.